What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. What the heck? What's going on? I couldn't see. Girl, she was blind. The sun was beating on the diva's lids. Oh, God. What's going on? I don't have anything to talk about today, y'all. I watched Married to Medicine the other day, and I was so bored. I was so bored, guys. Like, so bored, okay? Like, really bored, not interested, not invested. I really want to be the only person I don't even know. The storylines don't make sense. I tried to watch it. Jasmine's hair gets on my nerves. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to. And I was like, what are they talking about? The storylines are crazy. I need to go get my car washed. This is a mess. This car, it hasn't been washed in. Girl, what is that? I heard somebody moving around. Okay. Anyway. Okay, I'm tripping. Anyway, so let me just talk to y'all. So, yeah. So, Married to Medicine. You hear that? Okay, I thought it was just me. Married to Medicine, Los Angeles. It was episode 6. All I remember was the girls doing aerial yoga, or whatever they call the type of yoga where you hanging from the ceiling, the chandelier. And then they started and it was Britton, Imani, and Contessa talking about Imani's husband and their arrangement, and how she didn't really like that, he's always gone. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. I'll try again this weekend. And another thing is, I forget that it comes on. It comes on Sunday, right? I was so busy trying to make sure I watched Insecure. I was more worried about that because I knew I wanted to talk about that. Married to Medicine, I'm trying. I didn't watch the first season, and I'm trying. So I'm going to try one more time. I am. But it's just boring to me. It really is boring to me. I do not like the fact that Jasmine can be on the show and doesn't have to call her husband's name, say her child's name, show her husband's face. She's always talking about a hubby, and I don't know. I just find her, and then Shanique, what is she doing? Her husband said that he likes her presentation, and he gave her a hard time to make sure that she was, committed to it. That was pretty much it about the episode. I don't know. So last night I was on a live with Sean Bradley and Dee Ramsey, and we were talking about On the Record with the documentary about the survivors of the allegations of rape against Russell Simmons. And we talked about that. It was about 2.5 hours. If it's still up, I'll put the link in the description so you can watch it. And it was a really good conversation. We talked about On the Record. Then we went and talked. We talked about everything. And the conversation, one of the things that I wanted to make sure that I said is that I understand that a lot of women, and Dee was really good with the statistics and saying how many women are at the hands, their perpetrators are black men, and how we need to, pay attention to these numbers. And I said, I shared some of my story. If you've been a subscriber and supporter on this channel for a few years, you have heard me in bits and pieces tell my story. And as time has gone, the more I retell it, the stronger I get. And when I'm retelling it, I'm no longer triggered or angry, about it, to when I can't really talk about it. And I wanted to make sure that we are not, as women, connecting to other women and bonding with other women through traumatic experiences that we've had at the hands of Black men. We all have, like, when I share my story, every time it's somebody in the comments with a similar experience with, it's happened to me, or that sounds like my life, you know what I mean? And so many of us, and then a lot of people feel like, oh, she's gone through what I've gone through, let me, create this attachment, right? And I don't think that that's healthy, right? I think we need to find more healthy ways to where we can create spaces for each other to heal. Not only are we, we're coming across paths of each other because of our experiences, and we draw into our reality people who we may need, or they might need us, right? And I think it's important for us to create safe spaces for each other to heal, right? And I wanted to make sure that we understand that we need to use other ways to connect to each other as women. And then if it is a connection through a traumatic experience, but then trying to figure out how the bond can remain, or the attachment can be healthy, and other things can create the attachment, and not only the trauma bond, right? That never works out. People trauma bond with their partners, and then they realize that that's not it, right? So that's all I wanted to say about that, was just, making sure that we are not bonding over traumatic experiences and pain, but that if that does happen, then that we make safe spaces, or create safe spaces for people to actually feel safe to tell their stories. Lately, in the comment section, let me tell you something, in the comment section, I think it's been very, very productive in the comment section. Every now and again, I see like a comment personally attacking somebody based on their disagreement with their opinion, and I think I don't want to promote that or allow that. So I'd be deleting y'all comments if y'all don't see this, especially if you you going off on somebody just based on their one comment and you just don't agree with it. Like yesterday there was a comment. This guy had an idea about how people should procreate and co-parent, and the comment underneath was like, F you, F you, F you, F you. I was like, what did that didn't even, that's not productive. If you don't agree with somebody, here's the thing. If you don't agree with somebody, there is a way to say that you don't agree and then go about your business, but to lead with F you, F you, F you, and F your idea and all this other, I was like, what? This don't even go. So delete. Like, that's not even productive. Somebody is coming and is presenting an idea. If you don't agree with the idea, get in the reply and say why you don't agree with the idea, and then support that. Have some kind of, what, Craig says, show your work. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you agree? Don't tell me you don't. That's one thing that I do not like, is when people be like, I don't agree. Okay, why? And then what is your argument as to why you don't agree? Where's your supporting argument, right? Why? I love for people not to agree with me, but tell me why you don't agree. What is it that you don't agree with? I know that my opinions, the way that they're delivered, is very strong, and sometimes people feel like they can't disagree. But I have grown. I understand, like, these spaces, the internet, social media, comment section is always a touchy place, because people really they get brave behind a computer, especially they don't have a face on their computer and you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know who it is. You thinking it's a black person, it's a white person, it's a white old lady, down in the basement. You just don't know who you're talking to, especially when they don't have a face. And so I just want, people to be respectful. If you don't agree with somebody, it's always, don't lead with F you. You know what I mean? Because what does that do but cause a problem and conflict? And the goal is to, end conflict, to get to a resolution, whether you agree with the person or not. What's the resolve? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Do I understand where you coming from? I don't agree with it, but I can see your perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Don't do that other dumb stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I just said, okay. I heard that so Eva's not gonna be on the Housewives of Atlanta anymore. She said that she is going to look for other she's going to, what did she say? I feel like my work will be or is best in other opportunities or something like that. So she won't be returning for season 13. To me, I feel like they should get rid of everybody. Y'all know, I just think they should get rid of everybody. I think it's time for a new blood. I really do. New women, new lives, new people to get to know, all of that, right? I think that if they're going to keep anyone, I would definitely get rid of Nene. I would definitely get rid of Kenya. I would definitely get rid of Candy. I would definitely get rid of Cynthia. I would definitely get rid of Portia. Who's left? I'm just like, and I'm disappointed that Eva is gone, because Eva would, to me, represent the next generation of Real Housewives of Atlanta women, even if they left Portia on there, right? Because Portia's in her mid-30s. Eva is in her mid-30s. Nene is almost 60 years old. 50 what? How old is Nene? I know that I know Cynthia's 52 going on 53. You got these 30-year-old women in their 30s and you're kicking them off the show and you leaving the old ladies on. Now I know that sounds ageist, but what I'm saying is you could cycle in a new era of women, a new group of women. You're on season 12, and you keep bringing back the same old tired ass women. Kenya and Nene don't like each other. That's always going to be conflict. Candy don't like Nene. That's always going to be some conflict. Nene is always not going to understand where being ganged up on, like she said the other day with her damn foolish self. Like the stuff like that. Like, girl, are you serious? Like, no, you need to sit down somewhere. And you're saying all of these things against Bravo. Like, when the thing happened with Vanderpump Rules and they fired all those people, now you want people to look at Andy. What about Andy look at your employee file and decide, you know what? I think it's best that we part ways because you're no longer beneficial to this show. You want to come after me? For what? And Andy, to me, I felt like has always given Nene passes. Always given Nene passes. I don't think he's ever held Nene's hand to the fire. Very rare. It's so rare that I don't remember. Okay? We know that he don't like Kenya. All them ladies need to go. Cynthia, she boring as hell. Yeah, maybe they can do a wedding special and maybe, some people will, tip down there and watch it. I don't know. Speaking of tip, then I saw the clip of Deyjah Harris, T.I.'s daughter, T.I. and Tiny's daughter. Well, not Tiny's daughter, but Tiny's stepdaughter. I saw a clip of her. I posted it on the community page, where she just basically said, all of this stuff that happened with my dad is going to change the relationship with my dad. And, and you would think, like, this is a girl, like, a lot of people believe that just because the father is in the home, that the girl is going to be okay or the son is going to be okay. And the father is only teaching them a bunch of toxicity. The mere fact that the boy can be in the house and be ain't shit and be on the road to being ain't shit. But then you gotta call yourself this fake protection of your daughter's virginity, and then to the point where she's the way that she sounded that thing. If you have sex, If you have sex, you are no longer, listen to me, listen how ridiculous T.I. is. If you have sex, he's no longer going to take care of you. So one, you are claiming some ownership over your daughter by way of her vagina. That's fucking creepy as hell. Then number two, the fact that you are telling her that if you have sex, now kids have sex. So you're telling your daughter the urges that you feel as you go through puberty, you can't experience those, or I can't know about them, then, because if you do, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to cut you off for having a natural experience as a growing teenager, growing into their body. I'm going to penalize you for doing that and reward my son for doing it. It's disgusting. When I tell you, the sight of T.I. makes me sick, because I know what kind of toxicity is running through that little toy nutcracker. I know what is going on. It's disgusting. And then for him to be in a position to where he's being, I don't know why he's always maybe because he's from Atlanta, but he's not somebody that is suitable for leadership. Any man who does not have enough self-control to honor his wife in marriage is not fit to lead his marriage, his household, or anybody else. You don't have self-control. That means that you lack discipline. That means in a person who lacks discipline, they're not good decision makers. So just because you have an elongated clitoris does not mean that you automatically have this idea that you can attach money to your daughter's vagina. Like, that shit is crazy to me. And when she said, yeah, I think this is going to change our relationship, you really fucked up. But in the long run, it's going to be better for her to kind of like move away from him, because he's toxic. And that poor girl, so embarrassed. And then her father really say, well, if you have sex, I'm not taking care of you no more. But what's the other boy's name? Not the smart one, the young one. That's Major. He's too smart. He gonna be out of that house. Trust and believe me. When he get to the right age, he gonna leave them ignorant ass niggas in that house. Trust and believe me. That's Major, the little pie face one with the glasses, his little cute self. What's the other one? Kane. Is that his name? King. His ass out here having sex at 15 and 16 years old, and you telling your 18-year-old daughter if she has sex, she's cut off. What if he has sex? He not cut off. He gets to just live at home, just do whatever. Why isn't he cut off? Like, that shit is crazy to me. And the fact that you put a price on her vagina is wild as hell, and that's creepy as hell. And I think it's gross. What else happened? What is this police reform thing talking about? I'm not sure. And Amanda Seales is going to host the BET Awards. They're going to do it viral. I don't understand how that's going to work. So we'll see. Amanda's very funny in these political times. I think it's great because, like a Chris Rock, he's good during political times. Dave Chappelle, he's good during political times, although a lot of people don't particularly care for my birthday twin. I did watch 846, so now I know the time. Look at, I was pulling up Dave Chappelle's chart. I was like, okay, 8:46 a.m. Okay, because I knew he was born in D.C. and we have the same birthday. I know his birthday, but I just didn't know the time. So I had to pull up his chart. He's a Cancer moon. But yeah, I saw that he put a lot of parallels using numerology, which is a thing that I love to do. I'm always looking at numbers, always. But yeah, I think Amanda Seales will be good as a host during these times, and I think that she won't pull any punches. I hope she will do well. It's unfortunate that she can't do it in front of a live audience to really feed off of that energy and the laughs and trying so I don't know how well that's gonna go off, but hopefully it'll be well. Hopefully, we hope. And I just hope that BT has their shit together, okay? And I don't even know why it's always BET the productions be like kind of strange, be kind of off. I don't know. Canceling NBA season, canceling sports. People don't want to cancel the sports because they're entertained by sports. I think a lot of the athletes are like, it's okay. Like some people want to play. That is their livelihood. I don't think that it would be wrong to cancel a season. Cancel the season. What's the problem? What's the problem? People don't need to be entertained that much. They really don't. They really don't. And then to put your life at risk just to be entertained, like how does that work logically? Like, I want to put my life at risk just to be entertained. Like, these people are going out to clubs and stuff like that. And just like they said yesterday, China done closed their schools again. They ready for the second wave. So I don't know if it's going to come to a place where, I don't know what's going on in this world, child. I really don't. Everybody is crazy. But I think I'm going to go now. I'm tired. That's another thing. I am tired. I started to watch, what's her name's interview. Salai. Is that her name? Hold on. Let me go to the video. Silai Abrams is another woman who has accused Russell Simmons of sexual assault and rape. And I wanted to listen to her story. That's why I'm kind of distracted, because I started to watch it before I left and I want to hear the whole thing. Go watch Drew Dixon's interview with Hot 97. I don't know why Salai's Abrams, I don't understand why Envy and Charlemagne wasn't there. Maybe because Charlemagne has had allegations against him of sexual assault. I don't know about Envy. I don't think Envy has the range at all, unfortunately, because he has daughters and sons that he should be teaching about these things. But maybe he is, and we just don't see it, of course. We don't know what we don't see. But I don't know why why neither of them were there, but they were both there for Russell Simmons' interview. But Salai Abrams was just basically saying, I don't appreciate the fact that y'all gave him a platform. Like I said, I thought the platform I didn't think it was right. And she said, y'all didn't challenge him. That's another thing. Y'all didn't challenge him. I do appreciate the Drew Dixon interview with Hot 97. I do appreciate the way Ebro handled that and the way Laura handled it and the questions they asked and allowing her to just talk. It's important because with Russell Simmons' position in the music industry and hip hop, Hot 97, The Breakfast Club, these are hip hop. This is about hip hop and this is about our culture. And so for them to give these women platforms says a lot. It says a lot, because I'm sure that Russell's like, nah, they ain't gonna let them on here. But I'm glad that Salai was on there with Angela. But she apologized for that. I agreed with Salai, that, you shouldn't have gave him a platform. If you were going to give him a platform and you just allow him to talk and you didn't challenge him. Like I said last night and on the video before, I believe that Russell Simmons does regret his actions, but I also believe that he's also trying to not admit to what he's done, right? To say that I'm not violent, to also say that I do regret being shitty to people. I do believe that he's in regret, and I do believe that people, but not accepting accountability, right? Because no person wants to have that label of rapist. Nobody. So they're going to fight to the death. Like, I'm going to do everything to get around it. I'm going to say everything to get around it. I'm going to say that I was in compromising positions with women. I'm going to say that I regret that this happened. I hate that they had those experiences with me. But like I said last night, his apology seemed authentic, but also manipulative. And just basically trying to not take full accountability. And again, if you just want to keep it real, no one's gonna admit that they raped somebody. Nobody. No man, no woman, nobody. They're not gonna do that, because nobody wants that label. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna go finish watching Salai Abrams. Go watch Drew Dixon on Hot 97. And if you have HBO Max, you can do a 7-day trial. If you have HBO Max, and then you can watch it. I don't know why I do know why they're trying to not allow a real mainstream, focus on this movie or on this documentary because of Russell Simmons. It's on HBO Max and you can only watch it on your phone. Like, how is that accessible to everybody, right? HBO Max. What is the HBO Max? I know HBO Go. I was like, what the hell is HBO Max? You know what I'm saying? What is this? But I watched it on my phone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go watch it. The idea that there's no stories about Harvey Weinstein. Let me tell you how I done watched probably 4 documentaries on Harvey Weinstein. 4. To the one of Russell Simmons, okay? And I done watched 3 documentaries on Jeffrey Epstein. So I don't know what these niggas is talking about when they say, why you making stories about so-and-so and not about so-and-so. The stories are out there. You niggas just really don't care, and you're using it as an argument to dismiss this, right? You really don't know. You really haven't done your research, so you really talking crazy. So I'm going to leave you to talk crazy to yourself. Anyways, y'all, I'm out of here. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Have a good day. Like I said, I'm gonna try. Oh, and I did watch Real Housewives of New York, and I love that Dorinda was talking over Tinsley. Tinsley was trying to tell them that she was moving to Chicago with Scott. That's great, Tinsley. And she just started talking over her. I was here for it. Sorry. I like Dorinda. She could be an asshole, but I like Dorinda.
What does it mean to be?
What? Girl, what's going on? Yeah, so I did like that. I thought it was really funny. I found it very comical that she was talking over. Don't nobody care about you and Scott. Y'all on again, off again, on again, off again. But Tinsley is moving, honey. Tinsley Mortimer. She's moving with Scott somewhere. I hope he treats that girl right. I hope he does. Anyways, y'all, I'm out of here. Take care of each other. Again, protect your energy. Protect it all, honey. Protect your brain. Protect your body. Protect everything, girl. And boys. Y'all have a wonderful day, all right? We'll get down in the comments. I don't even know what I talked about. I know T.I. ain't shit. All right, peace.